Hello, and very happy to see you on my channel. This afternoon, we give you a piece of breaking news. Prince William denies the book's content Finding Freedom and slams Meghan for paint a favorable light. Prince William is finally giving his 2 cents on the new royal's book spilling details about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's royal journey. Titled Finding Freedom, the book has sent shockwaves across the palace, upsetting many royals. According to US Weekly, Prince William isn't pleased with the contents of the book, which he thinks is a tool for Meghan and Harry to control the narrative. A source revealed, William thinks the book is their calculated way of controlling the narrative and that they took advantage of their entertainment contacts so they'd be painted in a favorable light. The book also sheds on a tiff between Harry and William over Meghan when the latter said that he wanted to make sure that Harry wasn't blindsided by lust before going public with his relationship with the Duchess. However, in one latest episode, a royal expert was slammed when claims in an online brawl Prince Harry felt like a third wheel and complained he was a gooseberry at events with Kate Middleton and Prince William. Speaking to ET Canada about bombshell new biography Finding Freedom about Meghan and Harry's life, royal expert Katie Nicole said Harry feeling like a third wheel is a recurring theme of the book. She said that while the media loved the idea of Prince Harry, Prince William, and Kate Middleton being a fantastic team, Harry felt like a spare wheel. At points in time, I even heard him complaining that he felt like the gooseberry, the third one along at the date. He never quite fitted in, she added. However, her partner, Miss Levin, not agrees and says, when he appeared with William and Kate at events, he was treated as an equal. With his bride, he is treated as a hopeless peon, with her pushing past him, introducing him and making him seem redundant. I can see how Harry would rather be arm candy to his wife rather than someone useful and wanted with his brother and sister-in-law. Why should he be a part of something substantial and good with his family when he can be frivolous and homeless with his wife? Couchsurfing is not a stable way to live. Katie, who works as a royal editor for Vanity Fair, added that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge went out of their way to make sure Harry felt part of the team, but he always wanted to be his own person. She continued, I think Meghan has very much been the catalyst in giving him that confidence to break free from William and Kate, and to break free from that trio dynamic, which was at times cozy and convenient, but actually wasn't really what he wanted. Miss Levin countered, what a bizarre opinion from Nicole's. Meghan hasn't turned Harry into a confident man, quite the opposite. He's a shadow of his former self, and she was the catalyst that allowed Harry to break free from William and Kate? That implies that Cambridges were a negative influence on Harry, like they had him under the control or something. Strange comments. She added that, how strange. Harry praised Kate for being the sister he never had. He was also very close to William. I'm sure Kate and William wanted him to be happy and meet a lovely girl. I don't think he knows who he is or his place in life. Meghan seems to have perfectly manipulated him into believing he is in the right, denying his royal family. Classic narcissist behavior. Miss Levin sadly concludes, wonder how long before he wakes up and realizes what he's done and exactly who she is. Anyone that is that estranged from everyone in her family and only throws up red flags. It is a shame he met a complete social climber who has taken him away from his family. She also snubbed her own family because they were not high social climbers and she was ashamed of them. Shame on her. I feel sorry for little Archie. This morning, Prince Harry made his first appearance since the shock revelations, via video link from Los Angeles to deliver the opening speech at a virtual global summit for his sustainable tourism project, Travelist. In the address, the royal urged the travel industry to build back better after COVID-19, saying it has a responsibility to reshape the way we travel. But it came as UK's biggest tour operator, TUI, announced it was closing a third of its high street stores due to trade challenges from coronavirus. He made no mention of the frenzy surrounding Finding Freedom, in which authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Duran claim relations between the Sussexes and the Cambridges grew so bitter that by March, the couples were barely speaking. However, many fans still discuss this news. A fan wrote, he hasn't looked happy since he met Meghan. Some of the most miserable photos of him have been with her by his side. He always looked genuinely happy with William and Catherine. Harry's ego may just be as large as Meghan's. Who knew he was so jealous of his older and wiser brother? Any person who thinks after 2 dates they want to get married is nothing more than a lustful dolt. At this point he saw what he liked, and heard her manipulative lies. If Harry had been interested in duck hunting, she would have been a duck hunter too. This is a highly deceitful woman, and he is a hapless fool. A fan agrees and said, "He must be a better actor than Meghan then, as I felt he enjoyed being part of the trio. As part of it, he could afford to be a little sillier while William, as the heir, was a bit more serious. The three of them seemed to gel quite well. If he felt like a gooseberry tagging along, why on earth did he not say anything to his advisors? Why didn't he step back from the Cambridge events and copy his Aunt Princess Anne by going solo on his ones?" A fan added, "William Kate made Harry very much a part of their lives. Kate never pushed him out as irrelevant. In fact, I would say the pecking order she displayed was William first, then Harry, then herself. He was never just barely tolerated by them, but indulged not just as a much-loved younger brother, but also a valued member of the Team IMO. In that team, each had their own strengths. He was never sidelined at all, nor would he ever have been. It must have been very sad for them the way he turned over someone he met 5 minutes previously, someone who wanted him away from them." And the last one sadly said, "If this is true, it's kind of shocking. He always seemed genuinely happy and at ease around Kate and William. For years, they seemed like a great team. I think Meghan Markle reopened old sores to manipulate him easier, and she talked him into being the eternal little brother. Once again, Harry slaps the face of those who cared for him the most. All those events with just the three of them, it was patently obvious that Kate made it a priority that Harry was given equal attention. She laughed and joked with him, stood back with him when William had to do the senior role boring bit. She made sure he was never left out. She put herself out for him, and her reward is, once again, to be thrown under the bus by Harry." We continue with another news. As opposed to Meghan and Harry's unruly, Princess Anne's husband, Sir Tim Lawrence, admits he was surprised to discover the royal households are full of laughter upon marrying into the firm. The Princess Royal's second husband of almost 30 years made the remarks in a new ITV documentary about his wife ahead of her 70th birthday in August, which aired tonight. Having attended many family occasions at the Queen's Balmoral, Sandringham and Windsor Castle estates, Sir Tim, 65, said he was shocked by the amount of amusement shared at the events. He also talked about the similarities between Anne and her 94-year-old mother, insisting his wife shares her humor and fun with Her Majesty. Speaking on the program, he said, "One of the great surprises for me, when I first went to Balmoral and to Sandringham and Windsor, was that these places are full of laughter. The similarities with her, Princess Anne's, father are much talked about. But what is less spoken about is the similarities with her mother, the Queen. The common theme is humor, fun." Anne's son Peter Phillips, who also featured on the documentary alongside his sister Zara Tindall, praised Sir Tim and Anne's relationship. "They both have an understanding of what being a part of the wider family means and what is required," he said, before adding, "He's been a very strong support for my mother." During his candid interview, Sir Tim also revealed the similarities and differences he shares with his wife. "We are both map and chart people. We like to know where we are and see where we are going," he explained. "We both follow, with great enthusiasm, the Scottish rugby team. As you may have noticed, they don't always win. However, there is one sport that the pair don't share a love for, and that's horse riding. With Sir Tim confessing, she grew up with horses. Horses have been part of her life. It's not something I share with her. Sadly, I've never been bitten by the horse bug." Talking about Anne's first marriage to Captain Mark Phillips, which ended in 1992, Sir Tim also joked, "It's quite amusing that she married first an army officer and then a naval officer, so there must be something about the military that attracts her." Anne and Sir Tim, who lived together on the Royals' Gloucestershire estate, Gatcombe Park, married on December 12th in 1992 at Crathy Kirk in Balmoral, Scotland. The royal was followed for more than a year by filmmakers for the documentary, which will feature unseen family footage and conversations with the princess herself, her children, and her husband. My news this afternoon has ended. How do you feel about it? Please let me know in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Remember to like and share my video for anyone you think also loved it like you. If you feel so preferable with my channel, please don't be afraid to subscribe to it to get more news from our team. Now, goodbye and see you in the next video.